gosh, what an absolutely massive play to start the game.
Is he going to get the one shot? He gets the one hit KO!
Hey everybody, welcome back to Fight for First. Last time we punched that Regigigas, and we punched the Spinda, and we punched the keys. So, big show, putting on a big show. Unfortunately, so in between that time and this time, I did battle once, but my USB plug malfunctioned. I've never seen this error before, but it's like, it turned the whole screen black for my DS capture card. So I didn't get to save it. Well, I saved it. It's just me talking in a black screen. So I couldn't give you guys that. The dude had a really cool team. We didn't win. We could have won, but we had a 3-turn sleep when I needed to knock off an Aegislash. And it didn't. Yeah, we could have done it. Turn 2 or 1 would have been fine. 3-turn, just too strong, and he really cleaned up pretty well. So congrats to that guy. It was a pretty cool team. If I play him again, I'll let you know, because I remember what the 6... I wrote him down. That being said, I wasn't going to give you guys just a black screen the whole time. Especially while I'm sitting here like, well, getting stomped. Woo, getting stomped again. So, if this screen goes black temporarily, it'll come back, obviously. If it goes black the whole time again, I'm going to have to reshoot a second time. But, if it's just black temporarily, that means I fix it in the near future. I sometimes have to just play with the plug a little bit, but, I don't know what was going on. I've never seen that kind of error before. That being said, let's get into this battle. What is this guy doing? Okay. Whoa. Whoa. That's a lot of grass. Okay. He's got Breloom. That's always scary. Always expect a Focus Sash on that thing. In fact, if it doesn't have a Focus Sash on it, it's not even close to being as scary as it can be. Ludicolo. Assault Vest. Mega Kangaskhan. Lando probably with the Scarf. Zapdos, probably one of those Roost Rocky Helmets. And then Heatran, either Shuka or a Balloon, and I think Shuka's really good. So I'll probably, I don't know how good this guy is, but he might have the Shuka. If I was running Heatran, I'd run Shuka. That's all I'm saying. Lando, Kangaskhan, that's really strong. And he's got all this grass to stop my Suicune. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys. I put on Suicune and Amoonguss. Yeah, I guess that's all I have time to tell you right now. I'll explain it later. We're just trying new stuff out. New season, new stuff. He's going to lead with that Ludicolo. It's so strong. Lead with my Conkeldurr then. Maybe Conkeldurr or Amoonguss. That wouldn't be too bad. Kangaskhan. I'd love to switch in this Landorus to a couple of... Yeah, Landorus would be great. Thundurus is good too because of the HPS against his Landorus and taunting the Breloom. But my Landorus can do this too. So, if we get rid of the Breloom, Kangaskhan should be able to clean up a lot of the rest of this stuff. Especially if I can keep Amoonguss around. Amoonguss just great lead because grass can no longer spore grass. That's awesome. So, unless he double grasses me right now. Heatran Zapdos. Okay. Well, I would be massively surprised if that Heatran's willing to take a punch. But that being said, I'm going to go for it anyway. Should I go for the knockoff? I'm going to go for the knockoff. I'm going to fire a knockoff in that slot. If he does stay in to try to clear my Amoonguss, will survive. He'll get knocked off. I'm going to spore the other spot. He may very well protect Tailwind or something, but unless it's Safety Goggles Zapdos, this should work out pretty well. Okay. Is he just going to double Heat Wave? I can't believe he honestly left this in to get punched. But like I said, Amoonguss is going to be fine. We're running Citrus Berry. Surprise! You're going to have so much health. Like, it's not even going to... Yeah. Okay, well... Burn my Conkeldurr. Actually, go ahead and do that, please. Okay, never mind. We'll get the knockoff. Let's get rid of whatever item this was. The Shuka. Leftovers. Ew! So it'll be like a kind of a sub version of Heatran. We do land the Spore on the Zapdos now, too, so... That's great. Revealing Heat Wave, he either is not running Tailwind, Roost, HP Ice, or Protect. He's going to lose one of those. So I'm okay with this. I mean, that Heat Wave really just did no damage. I'm going to go ahead, knock off the Zapdos. I kind of want to bring Landorus. Do I want to bring Landorus in right now? Could just put the Heatran to sleep. I mean, I have plenty of HP. Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and put it to sleep. There's no reason, like, if he wants to do this, it's fine with me. I'm going to survive it again, and I can switch out the Amoonguss for Regenerator later, as long as I don't get burned. This is... I'm not sure if this guy's just given up, or what's going on. Weakness Policy Zapdos. Ew. That's scary. But now that's asleep. That's okay. I mean, you can't... None of these guys can touch Conkeldurr. It's Assault Vest, in case you're just joining us. This is going to be a free health back, Drain Punch. I'll just switch Amoonguss out to get my health back, and I could go to Landorus, and I normally would, except for two things. One, he's still got his Kangaskhan and his Landorus in the back, and I'd love to switch in and Intimidate on those things. And two, Zapdos is probably firing off, well, either a Heat Wave or an HP Ice. Actually, it's probably going to be a Heat Wave. So I probably can send in my... do I want to send the Kangaskhan? No, let's keep the Kangaskhan healthy. I'll send the Landorus. He's probably firing off another Heat Wave. So, probably not going to get burned. Probably, hoping. But yeah. Yeah, if the Heatran stays in, it's asleep. We're going to get our health back. Oh, he literally is just not going to do anything. There it is. There's the Heat Wave. We were right. Critical hit on Landorus. Okay. Here comes my health. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Heatran's down. The weakness policy is off the Zapdos, thankfully. That could have been really scary. Actually, I kind of like that. That's got a kind of cool little niche to it. Because if he takes the Rock Slide, he can intimidate me, take a Rock Slide, roost up the damage, and just be at +2 and just do massive damage. And that would be kind of scary. That being said, that's not what happens, so... Lando is here. That means he didn't bring either of his grass types. Which is slightly baffling to me. But I mean, I'm okay with that. I'm going to go ahead. I'd love to land an Ice Punch on that thing. I'm going to do it. Ice Punch and... You know, here's the thing. Was the Zapdos more scary to me? Actually, Zapdos is more scary. I'm gonna Ice Punch the Zapdos, and I'm gonna Rock Slide, because the Amoonguss will eat up that Landorus, no problem. I would switch out, except for I don't want the Amoonguss to take a bunch of Heat Wave damage again. He's probably gonna Heat Wave, and if he has HP Ice, I really don't want to take that either. So let me Rock Slide here. Maybe get a flinch. 30% is a pretty good chance. Yeah, and that'll put it within... Nice, there's the flinch. He's going to Tailwind, so he has Tailwind. Let me put that down. That's nuts. He has Tailwind, Heat Wave. I assume Thunder... Or... I assume Thunderbolt, yeah. But with the Zapdos going down... Sure, he has Tailwind. This is going to be a second turn of it. It should be Kangaskhan. Yeah. Now I switch out. I switch out to save the Intimidate again. I'll probably just get off a nice... I'm wondering if I should get off a Mach Punch or a Drain Punch here. Can he KO me? Can he KO me? I mean, I'd obviously rather get the damage than no damage. I'll do the Mach Punch, because if I get it off, then my superpower will KO him. So, and I'll switch this out into my Amoonguss, and then I'll be able to switch it back at the Landorus back in later for the Intimidate here. And since he can't switch out anymore, it's pretty good. This is pretty good for us. He does have that speed on his side. But like I said, we want the Mach Punch damage here so that my return puts him in the KO, right? You know, if he's in KO range of my return for my Kangaskhan, for my superpower, for my Landorus. Yeah, he's going to try to clear the Conkeldurr because he knows it's the threat. There's his return. Ooh. Okay, good thing we Mach Punch. That was a good Mach Punch. That was pretty big damage. It's pretty scary. Rock Slide? Yeah, we'll be okay. Scary stuff. You think he's Protect Kangaskhan? Let's find out. There's the Intimidate. Yeah, that means the Rock Slide won't KO the Amoonguss. So if he's Protect, what I do here, he can't clear both. He probably doesn't have Protect, so the superpower will probably go into him and win. The only way of him stopping that would be a return. And since he's in Tailwind, he could return my Landorus and get that KO, but not once I Rage Powder. And so he probably is expecting the Rage Powder. And if he is Fake Out Kangaskhan, then there's nothing he can do about it. He's going to hit in the Amoonguss. Landorus is going to go and get the KO. Granted, we don't get flinched. And if we don't get flinched, then we're going to get the KO. And if we do get flinched, well, then we're going to have to play it out. If he's Protect Kangaskhan, he protects here, he Rock Slides, Amoonguss survives, and we do this a play again next turn and waste a third turn of Tailwind. And actually, that might be better for us. So I wouldn't be upset if that's what happened. Yeah. Let's do this. This should keep our Landorus alive. Oh, that's scary. It's Ice Punch. That's terrifying. It's third turn. There's his Rock Slide. Yes, so no flinch means we're going to win this game. Nice. That was according to plan. That was according to plan. Now, if we had flinched, we're going to be in a little bit of trouble. And by trouble, I mean because we don't have Fake Out Kangaskhan. If we had Fake Out Kangaskhan, game was won. Game was won. Because then we stall at the Tailwind. Yeah, since we don't have Fake Out Kangaskhan, it would have come down to... Is he going to low kick the Kangaskhan and Rock Slide here? Or is he going to Ice Punch the Landorus and Rock Slide? And if I think he's going to low kick, I protect and we win. And if I think he's going to Ice Punch, I don't protect and we win. But it would have come down to that prediction. So, a little bit more happy that we didn't flinch because it's a little bit easier. But this is going to be a nice... I mean, we're locked in superpower, but this should be a nice victory here for us with a couple of Sucker Punches here. I mean, he shouldn't be able to switch. And even if he does, he's at -1. The superpower is not going to KO us. And then he'll be at -1 defense, and we'll be fine. So this should be, yeah. Sucker Punch here just so I don't get flinched out a couple times and lose this game somehow. That really did no... Did anybody see that? That's Rocky Helmet Landorus. Oh my god. That is the first time I've encountered that, and that was... If he had superpowered... Well, with our crit, we would have won. But, ignoring the fact that we got lucky with that crit, if he had superpowered, yeah, he would have won. Oh my gosh. Depending on how much that superpower would have done at him being -1. So with the crit, we would have won, but without it, yeah, that would have been... -1 would have do 101. I'm not. Let me do that damage calc for everybody. Let's find out because I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. So we get the win. That's good. Wow, that was pretty scary stuff. Nugget bridge damage calculator, guys. If you don't use this, you should. It's really important. Damage calculations are what win games, because it lets you determine what's going to happen in the future. Landorus T, Kangaskhan, -1. Adamant, superpower. We're talking 110 to 130, and I was at 101. Yep. Yeah, he would have done enough damage. And without the crit, we wouldn't have KO'd him. I don't think. Yeah, no. Wow. And then we would have knocked him out as we knocked ourselves out. And since he had Rocky Helmet, he would have technically won that game. So. Wow. Wow. If I was able to do that over again and I knew he had Rocky Helmet, I would have just protected and then waited for Tailwind to run out and then returned for the win. Depending on his set. Oh my god. But yeah, that was pretty incredible. That was something else. Well, we get the win. That's great. Yeah, trying out Suicune and Amoonguss, and we'll see if it works out for us. Got a long way to go to climb. Last season we did end top 10 in the US. Like I said, I'm going to try to shoot for top 10 of just all the world, but that might be shooting high. We'll see. I don't know. But it's always good to have, you know, a nice goal. So we'll give it a shot. On our way. Lots of battles to come. You guys will still get your battle videos Monday through Thursday, and then I'm going to try to work on some other stuff. On the other days, I am dropping a terrible, terrible video this week, sometime this week. You'll know it when you see it, okay? You'll know it when you see it. And when you see it, go to the comment section and be like, this is that video you were talking about, Alex. I'm sure of it. And you will know. You will absolutely know, and I'm sorry. But yeah, thank you for tuning in. Forgot how to speak English there really quick. And I'll see you guys next time on Fight for First.